Hey everyone, welcome to the weekly wrap. In this weekly wrap, wrapping up the pipe opener. It was a very, very successful event. Just to get started, just want to acknowledge the sponsors. First up is Duggans Concrete. They were the major sponsor for the Cove Cup and just did a brilliant job of supporting the event. We somehow got the big truck down on the boat ramp instead of parked out in the car park this time, and we lit it all up, and it made for lots of conversations. What is that truck doing there? How did you get it there? But it looked really, really good, and thanks to Steve Duggan for supporting the club. Also, major sponsors, Baxters IGA donated a fantastic hamper for the raffle, and the raffle was incredibly successful. So thanks for everyone for participating in it, and thanks for Baxters, as well as David Bradley from his farm donated this big 2 kilo chunk of meat for the carnivores, and Oyster Cove Chandlery also donated a prize for that raffle, and it was fantastic. So thanks to those sponsors, and also we need to recognise Derwent Boat Sales for their ongoing sponsorship of the club as well. In relation to the pipe opener, I really need to thank a whole bunch of people. DSS, fantastic. We've got such a good relationship with the DSS, and we really appreciate their support, not only just for their what they do with this event, but their ongoing support throughout the whole year and the whole season. They really are a bunch of people, and support Kettering. Nothing seems to be a hassle for them, and so it's just wonderful. And particularly Colleen, she did a lot of stuff to make things happen at the pipe opener. So thanks to DSS, in particular Colleen. Oyster Cove Marina needs to get recognition. John, Emma and Phil, without their support and all the effort they put in, it would be almost impossible. It would be impossible to run that event. So thanks to them. Obviously, we need to thank Greg on the committee boat, particularly for Saturday, for setting the Saturday course, and he was ably assisted by Mr. Fife, Andrew. Well done. The people behind the bar got absolutely hammered on Friday and Saturday, so we've got to tip the hat to them. Julie and David, particularly on the Saturday night, both of those guys got absolutely hammered. They were helped out by Mandy, thanks for helping out, and Dee on the Friday night. Breakfasts were looked after by Kimmy and Atlas off Close Encounters, and then we had Team John on Sunday doing the bacon and egg burgers, and that was John Brown and John Penman did a fantastic job. And as always, Hannah did an amazing job of giving everyone the appropriate coffee and making everyone happy. So that was fantastic. There was a bunch of members that helped set up and pack up as well. A number of names, so I won't go through them all, but you know who you are, and I really appreciate the assistance. And to keep us warm, particularly on the Saturday night, thanks to Troy and Luke for their great job supplying the club with all of that firewood. And lastly, and the biggest thanks I really need to offer is for Brent. It's not a wonder that he got Club Person of the Year last season. The amount of work that he does on his own by himself to put this event together is just fantastic, and he does a great job. So when next you're standing next to him in the bar, buy him a drink, because he absolutely deserves it. It was a fantastic event. Friday night, which is usually not very well patronised in the bar because the boats get there late. This time we had the Division 4 started at, I think, 2:45, so they were all down there by 6, and a few of those dribbled in, and we had some people that wanted to watch the footy. And there was a bunch of Carlton supporters there that weren't very happy in the first quarter, but by the end, like about 9:30, 9:45, most of the crews off the other divisions had arrived and were in the bar as well. And for the first time, Friday night was absolutely packed. It was standing room only, inside, outside, down at the barbecue area, round the fire pot. And when Carlton, I think, kicked a goal in the last minute of the game to win it, they nearly blew the roof off the clubhouse. It was a pretty amazing night. Saturday night, fantastic night with the band, and the weather gods did everything to try and shut us down. And the band were sort of threatening to pull the pin. I don't know how many times, but to their credit, they kept going in the face of electrocution to entertain the crowd. And it was just amazing to see so many people still standing out there in the rain, enjoying the music, enjoying the food. And everyone had a really fantastic time. It was a great night. Also, congratulations to Dylan on Planet X, because he won the overall Cove Cup. So well done to Dylan. He probably got the motivation from the black eye that I gave him before the race got started on Saturday. I was a bit enthusiastic pulling on the main sheet or something like that as he was bending over, and I've given him the old elbow in the eye. And I looked around and he could only see out of one eye. I thought it was okay until I got a phone call today, someone posing as police talking about an act of violence that happened at the pipe opener, and they needed to question me about it. And it was actually Lee, Dylan's mother, and she did a very good job for a moment there. I'm going, the police, and it sounded like Lee's voice, but I didn't sort of, in the beginning, say too much in case it actually was the police talking about an assault that happened during the pipe opener, and I needed to be questioned. But it was just Lee pulling a joke on me, and she nearly got me, but not quite. So the last thing we just need to make sure we do is I need all of the skippers and all of the boats that are sailing in the Twilights to make sure you reach out sooner rather than later. So if we could get this done in the next week or so, to reach out to David Bradley. So his information is on the Kettering Yacht Club website. You can reach out to him either by email or telephone and schedule your boat's responsibility for taking care of your night on the boat, putting some crew on the boat and putting some crew behind the barbecue, so we can get that all scheduled out, because it's so frustrating trying to get people on the board the week before. So if we can get people on the board scheduled so everyone knows that the boat is taken care of, the barbecue is taken care of well ahead of time, that'd be great. So to register your crew on the barbecue, reach out to David Bradley. To register your crew on the committee boat, reach out to Brent. And again, all of the contact information is on the website. The same for the bar. All the people, and we put a bunch of people, the club put a bunch of people through the training for RSA. So there's a bunch of people out there with RSAs. Could you please reach out to David Bradley, make yourself known to him so he can put a roster together for who is behind the bar for the various Twilights and if we do any other events throughout the year. I think that is all. The first Twilight is coming up very, very quickly. That's on the 4th of October. I shan't see you there. I'll be overseas for the first one, but I hope you have a fantastic race, and I'll be hearing about it when I get back. And I will be seeing you on the water in a couple of weeks. Bye for now. That is all. Talk to you again soon.